Hey, I'm Michael Chan, or as my doppelgangers keep calling me, the Prime Michael Chan. Although, seriously, what is with the use of this word, prime? I'm neither a transformer nor a piece of meat, although I guess the cannibal Michael Chans and the zombie Michael Chans would consider me a piece of meat, but that's besides the point. What I want to know, guys, what I really want to know is why are you coming on to my podcast and fighting about abs? Like, what is your obsession with abs? Listen, at no point in history, even at my absolute skinniest, have I ever had abs. I had, I don't know, a plank, maybe? That's the closest thing. And right now, I look like a freaking memory foam pillow. All right? At no point in history have I ever been able to add the grate cheese on my abs or wash clothing on my abs. Although I do appreciate that the human Michael Chans had someone come on and talk about curves. Now that I do appreciate. Good job, guys. I'm still going to kill you, but good job, guys. The point is, okay, this is embarrassing. You guys are supposed to be like other me's, okay? What I'm not obsessed with abs, all right? I don't get this. Why and like what do abs have to do with vampires and werewolves? Who cares? And why do werewolves sound like something out of pro wrestling? I'm just so confused about all of you doppelganger Michael Chans. Just, if you're gonna come on the Hellbound podcast and like make threats at me, at least make threats at me, proper threats at me, instead of just arguing with each other and going to war with each other. This makes no sense. This world has enough war and award show slaps and punching as it is. Okay, guys? We don't need any more of this stupid crap. You want a war? Your war is with me. And I am going to kick all of your butts. I've already killed a bunch of you. I'm going to kill the rest of you. So come on. If you're going to come on my podcast, bring it. Bring everything you got, not at each other, not about abs, but about me. Because really, that's what this is all about, right? It's me. And now, guys, back to your regularly scheduled program. Hey, this is the Hellbound Podcast. I'm Michael Chan.
And I'm Jessica Chan.
And this week, Alex Blackburn is unfortunately not here because he is super duper busy. It's been an incredible time for his work in the UK, and we're really proud of him. But yeah, that also means that sometimes he won't be able to show up. So Jessica is here to take his place for a week. Yeah, you're now the doppelganger Alex.
Okay, I'll try to do my best accent.
All right, let's hear it.
I'm Alex. I'm British, and I have a very nice beard.
So is that a northern English accent or a southern?
Yes.
No, but seriously, Alex, we hope that everything's going well with you at work. We're excited to have you back next week. But yes, Jessica is my wife. She is also a podcaster on Slayer Talk, which is another Alex Blackburn production. Mm-hmm. It's a fantastic Buffy podcast, and they have merch. Her face is on said merch. So if you go to the Hellbound website and go to our little merch shop, you can find her face, her lovely, beautiful face, on a shirt. So what do you want to talk about today, hon?
I don't know. You tell me, and I will just.
Yeah, so we have two kids. We have a 4-year-old daughter who's just superhumanly strong, and also has been wreaking havoc around the house this past week. And we also have a newborn. He's he feeds a lot. He doesn't sleep a lot, so we're both exhausted. But I tend to talk like a lot. So yeah, so let's talk about what did we watch these past few days? Malignant. We watched Malignant. What did you think of that movie?
It was interesting. It was kind of, I don't know.
So the basic premise
I'm not good at this whole, like, talking about a movie but not giving anything away.
Yeah, we don't want to give out spoilers. So basically what it is there's a person with some, let's say, supernatural-ish abilities, and then a woman moves into a house. And
No, she's already in the house.
Oh, wait, I'm thinking of another movie that we're about to talk about. Yes, she's already in the house, and she's having these, would you call it visions?
Oh, that comes later.
Why don't you describe it then?
No, I don't know. It's very hard to describe without. I don't want to give too much away. Yeah, she's a woman who's pregnant at the and with an abusive husband.
Mm-hmm.
And they're attacked in their home, and that's how the movie begins. And you get to unravel the mystery of who this attacker was and why they're coming after her. And
Yes,
it's it's an interesting one. I don't know. It's more like comic book horror. I feel like a little.
Yeah, that does feel like the entity is very. It's like a comic book villain.
Yeah.
But on the more horror side, like I don't know, it feels like something like out of Blade or Morbius. Morbius being a movie that's about. Are you excited for that movie?
I know nothing about anything.
You don't know anything about
that.
Michael Morbius.
No, and like I have to.
Do you like Jared Leto?
No, I do not.
Leto?
I do not. Anytime I see him in something, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of his version of method acting, so I'm not really. And then seeing him as Joker in Suicide Squad was disappointing. But we'll get back to that. But yeah, like, so the whole Visions thing is actually in the description.
I was gonna say his portrayal of Joker really damaged the character. Get it?
Oh no! Oh no! The tattoo!
Tattoos
Oh my god!
Damaged on his
Oh
head.
my god! We're like overlapping two conversations.
Yay.
It doesn't matter. But the reality is, he's not that good. No offense, Jared. I know you could do better.
I
don't need
fair, I
the
haven't
method.
seen him in his like serious roles.
Oh yeah,
so
that's fair.
That
That is fair. That's fair.
Like,
We've only seen him in comic booky stuff, and I don't know. The Morbius commercial trailer didn't make me excited to see the movie like at all, and I'm sad because I actually like the character of Michael Morbius, and I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, and when I first heard that they were going to make a movie about Morbius, I was like, yes, and vampires, and now I'm just like. I'm kind of hoping that it'll surprise me. Although, if knowing that universe and Venom wasn't not the best, so Morbius is probably just gonna be Venom level, I guess.
But without Tom Hardy.
Yeah, but Tom didn't even do his best work in that. It's like they all just phoned it in.
Yeah. Well, we haven't seen the second one though, so it could be.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Could be better.
Do you think? I actually do consider like Venom to be partial horror, especially if you read the comics, guys. They have cosmic horror. It's turned into this like amazing. Like Venom has been revived in the comics. He is so much better now, and with the whole cosmic horror thing, it just makes it so good. But yeah, like I'm hoping Woody Harrelson did a good job as Carnage in the second movie. We still have to see it. But back to Malignant, if you read the description of the movie, they talk about visions, which is why I mentioned it. But yes, it does come later. Personally, I did enjoy the movie.
It was okay.
I think
it was like kind of middle of the road, like.
Yeah, it's not a movie that you'll watch over and over again, but it's definitely a movie you should at least, in my opinion, watch once. And you figured out the movie pretty quickly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, I was like, no, it can't be, honey, no way, it's that, and then it was that, and I was like, wow.
I have to say, I gotta give props for it was an inventive horror.
It was.
It's something, yeah. I don't think.
I don't think I've seen this before.
They definitely went out there, yeah.
Yeah, I personally have never seen this before, so.
And I guess everything around like the design of things, like the.
Oh, the makeup and all that.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting.
It was, and also just the way I found that once we figured it out, the way like the camera work the way they framed everything and the cutaways, all of that really helped to kind of mask stuff, and so that you don't figure it out. But again, you figured it out because it's you. It's always you. So here's the funny thing, guys. So I'm the actor, but my wife, Jess here, is the one who knows way more about anything to do with media than me. She knows names. She can quote stuff. She just it's insane how much she knows, and I don't.
It's not that hard. I just watch a lot of stuff. I watch way too much media, and the thing is with horror or anything that's a mystery, it's so easy to figure out because you just have to know in a script, they never mention anything for no reason. So if there's something mentioned, it serves a purpose, and which means that's probably why that's part of the mystery.
Literally just watched something recently where we were like, wait a minute.
Oh, I mean, unless there's writing is really bad, and then
yeah,
then you're like, what was the point of that?
I don't even remember. What were we watching? Where we were like, what? Why did they have? But it doesn't matter. What was the limited series we just watched?
Clickbait.
Oh yeah, we watched Clickbait, and they did have stuff that made no sense.
Didn't they?
I mean, red herrings.
Yeah, but red herrings is different.
Yeah, but it's cheating.
That's not cheating.
They cheated.
No.
They totally cheated. No, by the way, Clickbait is...
Did they cheat?
It's not. Yeah, it's a thriller. It's a thriller. It's a limited series. Was it on? It's on Netflix, and I would recommend it. I think it's a good watch, and it definitely kept me guessing. And I did you figure it out? Because I definitely did not. I thought I did.
No,
but I did not figure out. They went. Yeah, you.
At first, I thought they were cheating, but the more I thought about it, and the more you think about the nature of I don't want to give too much away of what was happening in the show, and the big mystery, it made more sense for that to be the answer because why else would someone do something like that?
Yeah,
but
so Clickbait,
it was a bit odd.
It is a very odd choice, and I don't think I liked it. I'm still processing. But Clickbait is a thriller, a mystery, where a man is kidnapped, and they make a video saying that if this video hits 5 million views, he dies. And that's where we'll leave it for you. If that's the kind of thing you want to watch, go watch it. Again, it's worth it, but it's not horror. So just fair warning, but it will keep you on the edge of your feet. Great acting, great camera work.
Edge of your seat.
What did I say?
Feet.
It will keep me on the my toes. No, you be quiet. You edge of my seat, edge of my sofa cushion, and definitely I don't know. When I was standing up, I was on the edge of my feet too. Happy now. But okay, so yes, non-horror recommendation, Clickbait, watch that. Horror recommendation, kinda, watch Malignant. But
I think Malignant. I think Malignant's worth a watch as you. I think anything like that. I find I'm not one of those people that's I only recommend something if it's the most amazing thing ever, 10 out of 10, and you're gonna watch it a million times. If you're just looking for a kind of middle of the road horror movie and you go in with knowing that that's what it is, and you're not expecting the best movie ever made, then I think it's a good fun watch for an evening, I think.
I think we do actually have a better recommendation, which is a movie we watched last night. Jess, thank you so much. You gave me a list to choose from, and originally I chose a movie called Creep, but I unfortunately have severe motion sickness, and it's not found footage, but it's definitely
it's
shaky camera
and handheld camera. Yeah, even I was getting a little nauseous. It was that camera moved a lot. I don't know if it gets more steady later on in the film, but
so all I know is dude gets finds a job for $1,000 to go somewhere to film something that he doesn't know much about, And then all this, I got to the point where he got to the door, which was yellow, and then he's back in his car.
He meets the guy.
He meets the guy, and
But,
I was
like,
already
yeah.
going to puke. So if you have motion sickness, don't. But it's supposed to be horror.
Yeah, it's supposed to be really. The reviews were like really, really highly rated, but
Yeah.
I don't know if the camera gets a little more steady later on.
I hope so, because I'm curious. But the movie we ended up watching is a South Korean movie from last year, 2021. It's called The Call, and it is on Netflix. Basic premise is a woman moves into a house, and there is a phone there, and
A landline.
Ooh. And she discovers that it is connected to the past, and she ends up having conversations with a previous occupant of the home, and horror stuff ensues. And wow. So I'm just going to put this out there. I'm going to start by saying that this movie would have been an 8.5 out of 10 for me up until the last 3 minutes. The absolute last 3 minutes dropped my score to a 5. However, if you can ignore the last 3 minutes, which, to be honest with you, is completely unnecessary, this is an 8.5 and a must watch.
Yeah, it was really good premise. I really liked how they set things up, and it kind of. I guess maybe probably don't read the description.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Do not read it.
Gave us an idea of where it was going, which I feel like if I haven't read the little blurb in
better.
Netflix, I feel like that gave you a little too much information, because then you kind of figure out, which is kind of disappointing. Yeah, I think it was good. It was a little surprising, kind of where it went, and I liked the time travel aspect. The way they kind of visualized that and stuff was really, really well done.
Yeah, they seem to have blown their entire budget, basically, on the CG for that, and it looks amazing when it happens. But because it seemed they blew their entire budget on the CG, they relied heavily on just absolutely phenomenal performances by every single actor in the series. The writing, again, up until the last 3 minutes, the writing was top notch. You kind of see where things are probably gonna go. There are twists and turns, but like I never really cared. That I didn't even try to figure anything out. I just was really along for the ride. As I was on the edge of my feet. Yeah, that's right. Yes, right. I'm bringing it back. I'm making it a thing. Edge of my feet.
Well, it's for all those people that watch movies at standing desks or walking.
That's right. I'm a healthy movie watcher.
There's those people that watch movies while on treadmills.
Yeah, there you go. Except somehow I'm like wearing out the edge of my feet and stuff. Are the balls of my feet like blistered up? That's why I'm now using my edges.
I mean, is the edge of your feet the outside of your foot or the tip of your foot?
So it depends on what you're trying to work, right? I don't know. This is getting weird.
Yeah, it's a good movie also because you're kind of like, in terms of the main problem, I guess, is like, how is she going to get out of this? Like, whoa, like what's the solution here? Like it's
Yeah, I for a large chunk of the movie, I had no idea how this was going to end.
Yeah, but yeah, it was good. It was well done. I think it's definitely worth a watch.
Yep. So yeah, like so if Malignant doesn't sound like something you want to watch, definitely watch The Call. Just again, a reminder that it is a South Korean film, so there are subtitles. So if you're not in the mood to read that much, just watch Malignant, or again, for non-horror stuff, watch Clickbait, which really is just a very long movie split into episodes. You've seen that meme, right?
What?
The one where it's like, oh, are you gonna watch a 4-hour movie? No, are you crazy? Well, how about we split it into like 4 1-hour episodes? Oh yeah, I'm gonna binge that.
Yeah. I mean, it's the idea that you can stop watching after one episode. The option. No, you're not gonna take it, but
Yeah.
I think the option.
It's
It's like a resealable bag of M&Ms, Like,
yeah.
I mean, in theory, it's like, oh, I like the option that I can put this away and finish later. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to eat it all in one go. But it's nice of them to consider that I'm the type of person that would stop eating the bag of M&Ms in one sitting.
Did you see me scarf down the Toffifees? I basically ate like 75% in a box.
I mean, to be fair,
in one sitting.
We also got a lot of them. My family is like the family that, like, you tell them that you like something and they'll remember it. And then, so, like, I mentioned that we do, like, stocking stuffers for adults in my family. And I mentioned that every year I get Michael a small box of Toffifee because it's his favorite chocolate, or not chocolate, I guess candy. And he gets it once a year at Christmas. And my family heard that and ran with it. And, like, Michael got, like, 6 boxes of Toffifee this Christmas.
Yep. Yes, I did. Wow. And somehow we finished it all.
That's true.
Our
kid helped.
Oh, yeah. She definitely did. Although she spits out the hazelnut.
Yeah, it's too hard for her to chew. Which you just find little gobs of chocolate, little spit up on our floor. Thanks, kids. Yeah. Well, we're getting the authentic movie-going experience with our kid.
Oh yeah, all the garbage,
popcorn on the floor, bits on the floor, sticky stuff on the floor.
Sometimes pop on the floor too.
Yeah, see, who says you can't get the movie-going experience at all?
Oh my god, are you? So what is your favorite? What is your favorite thing to eat while watching a horror film?
Popcorn.
Just popcorn?
Everything's popcorn. This is my Achilles heel of food. I always want popcorn when I watch movies.
Do you like your popcorn with butter, with
Yes.
basil?
Yes.
Do you like anything else on yours?
The ketchup salt.
Oh, hey, buddy. That's our son. He wants to be in this episode, so here he goes.
I don't know if that's a Canadian thing. I don't know what's a Canadian. Oh, I assume because it's ketchup flavored, but like in Canada, they sell these little packets of flavored powdered salt with your popcorn, and you can sprinkle it on, and they have like dill pickle and like white cheddar and ketchup, and I love ketchup salt on my popcorn, and it tastes amazing. Hello. Hi.
For me,
are you upset at Mommy's choice? Okay.
Horror films. I guess for most films, I'm okay with popcorn. I'm unlike my wife. I could do without popcorn, surprisingly. Nachos are a once in a while thing, like a long while. But did you know, like growing up, I never ate anything at the theater. I didn't drink anything.
Blasphemy.
I didn't eat anything.
Blasphemy.
That's how I was raised.
My family will be like 15 minutes late for a movie, and I'll still go get drinks and popcorn.
I don't know. You know what? My family's so Chinese. I'm surprised we didn't just bring congee into the movie. Oh yeah, we'd probably be thrown out. But...
You're like our friend who makes an entire sandwich.
Yes, I won't say which one of our friend does that, but he snuck.
Well, I think it was a one-time thing. Oh,
one time.
Yeah.
You really believe it's just the time he told us he snuck all the ingredients to make a sandwich.
Like a full loaf of bread and meat.
And condiments, vegetables, and he made a freaking sandwich. That is epic. That is epic level like movie eating food. And how he was able to did he make it before? During the trailers? Like, or did he like?
We weren't there for this. We
only
only
he
heard
just
the
told
story.
us. Like, I'm just trying to imagine, like, instead of doing it during the trailers and commercials and, like, the half an hour of trailers and commercials, he just pulled everything out while the movie's going, and then just starts making a sandwich, and people are probably, what is going on? What is this guy doing?
I'm imagining that Mr. Bean. There was like a Mr. Bean sketch where he makes a sandwich at the park.
Oh my god, yeah.
But like, in a theater, because like Mr. Bean is like, he's like washing the lettuce with, I can't remember what he washes, like a bottle of water, and then he spin dries it in his sock to put on the sandwich, and opens a tin of something. This is what I'm imagining in the theater.
But yeah, originally, before Jess here, introduced me to the delights of popcorn. I used to just occasionally get a bag of peanut M&Ms. That was my go-to for most movies. But when I started really watching North American films, even though I was born in Canada, by the way, I was raised with Chinese films. Yeah, when I started watching more films and then developed my love for horror, for Western horror, like I needed something. Especially when I was much younger and used to just go to the theater alone. Yeah, it was M&Ms for me, peanut M&Ms. I personally want to address something. I guess you can call it real life horror. Since we're movie buffs, and Oscars just happened, I think it's important to note that it is very unfortunate that over the years, the Oscars has been losing viewers, has been losing relevance. There was a time in my life where we would have parties for watching the Oscars. We would make bets about who would win. Like, everyone would be talking about it all the time. Even my own parents were into the Oscars, and they're from Hong Kong. So here's the thing, like, the last few years I noticed that no one really talks about it. No one cares. And that's sad. And then this year is a historic year for women, for the BIPOC community, for the LGBTQ community, for disabled people, for all of that. And somehow, somewhat, it's mind-boggling that all of this is overshadowed by violence. So I'm not even going to name who's involved. You guys all know. But I want to say that maybe we should just move on from that incident and focus on what's really important, which is all of this progress that we've seen with diversity, with inclusion, and make further posts and articles and all that about these historic wins and these historic moments, instead of focusing on something that's, quite frankly, quite irrelevant.
I was also horrified by the Oscars, personally. But it was about the total destruction of the great song that is We Don't Talk About Bruno. Like, who cuts out Dolores' part? What is that? What is that? I mean, I like Megan Thee Stallion. She's great. But no Dolores part? No Camilo part? No, Isabella, your boyfriend is here. Time for dinner. I mean, come on. That's terrible. I was very disappointed. That was horrific to me. That's real life horror for me.
I agree. That was blasphemous.
Boo.
Boo. Boo, Oscars. Do better with your music. Although, congratulations, Billie Eilish.
Dos Orejitas was robbed.
Thank you so much, Jessica, for filling in for Alex. I'm sure he would. He appreciates this, and I definitely appreciate it because I get to be on air with you.
You're welcome. I'm sorry that my British accent disappeared.
I was actually on the edge.
I'll work on it. Hey up.
And there it is. I was on the edge of my feet waiting for her to bring that back. Thank you. I love you. If we haven't scared you away and you want to continue listening to us, please consider subscribing or following us on your podcast app or platform of choice. You can also follow us on Instagram at the Hellbound Podcast. Is it the or the? The Hellbound.
You're asking me?
You're white. I'm Chinese. English is your thing. I'm kidding. The Hellbound Podcast. At the Hellbound Podcast. That is our Instagram. We have a lot of cool stuff on there, previews and whatnot. Also, if you are interested in having your cosplay or makeup or something you did that's horror related, if you want it featured on our social media, please send us a private message on Instagram and we will feature you. Again, that is the Hellbound Podcast. Thank you so much for listening. Harness the darkness. Can you say that with a British accent, please?
Harness the darkness.